Picture this. It's a random Friday. You just got paid. Delivery, slow, cinematic. Slight pause after, picture this. Warm, casual tone, like telling a story to a friend. And for about 30 seconds, you feel good. Money's in the account. You've got plans. This month will be different. Delivery, light, optimistic tone. Smile in the voice, slight irony on this month will be different. Audience knows what's coming. But then rent hits. Car payment comes out. Delivery, sharp, punchy. Short sentences land hard. Drop in energy to signal the downward turn. Each line its own beat. A few grocery runs, a couple nights of takeout, maybe one or two things you barely remember buying. Delivery, casual, almost bored, like these purchases don't even register. Trailing off slightly on barely remember buying. And by the time you actually check your balance again, gone. Delivery, build toward gone. Pause just before it. One word, flat, devastating. Let it breathe for half a second after. Not all of it, but enough. Enough that saving $10,000 feels like a fantasy, reserved for people who earn more than you. Delivery, empathetic, slightly heavy, validate the feeling, no judgment. And that's exactly what most people believe, that saving serious money requires a serious income. Delivery, confident statement, slight emphasis on serious income, make it feel like the common myth. But here's what most people don't realize. Delivery, lower tone, slower, conspiratorial, like sharing a secret. Lean in energy, pause after the line. $10,000 in 12 months doesn't require a raise. It doesn't require a side hustle. Delivery, confident, myth-busting energy. Slight emphasis on doesn't each time. Reassuring. It requires a system, a specific one. Delivery, short, punchy, pause between sentences. Emphasize specific. This is the promise. My name is Jack, and I spend way too much time thinking about how to make money actually work on an average salary. Delivery, relaxed, self-aware, slightly self-deprecating humor on way too much time. Friendly, American casual. If you're someone who keeps trying to save but can't seem to make real progress, hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Delivery, warm, inclusive. Someone who keeps trying. Validate the struggle. Pick up energy slightly for the CTA. Okay, let's start with a number that changes everything. 833. Delivery. Build anticipation on a number that changes everything. Then say $833. Slowly, each part lands separately. Pause after the number. That's all $10,000 in 12 months actually breaks down to. $833 per month. Delivery, matter of fact. Slightly surprised tone, like revealing the trick. Emphasis on actually breaks down to, or roughly $192 per week, or about $27 a day. Delivery, each smaller number delivered with slight awe. Shrinking the goal makes it feel achievable. Light, encouraging tone. Now, your reaction to that number tells you a lot. If you heard 833 and immediately thought there's no way, that's actually a mindset problem before it's a money problem. Delivery, slightly challenging, but kind, not preachy. Conversational confrontation. Because most people are losing that exact amount every single month without even noticing. Delivery, slow burn revelation. Emphasis on without even noticing. Let the audience feel the sting. The real enemy isn't your income, it's invisible spending. Delivery, short, sharp, dramatic. Full stop after each sentence. Invisible spending, slightly ominous. There's a term behavioral economists use called lifestyle leakage. Delivery, educational, tone shift. Slightly academic, but still casual. Lifestyle leakage said, clearly and with weight. Subscriptions you forgot you have. Food delivery, markups. Daily coffees, impulse buys you justified in the moment. Delivery, rhythmic list, each item lands separately. Slightly guilty / familiar energy. Audience should mentally nod. Research shows the average person underestimates their monthly spending by 40%. Not a little, 40%. Delivery. First mention of 40%, informational. Second mention, emphatic. Let it sink in. Pause after the repeat. Which means if you think you're spending $1,500 a month, you're probably closer to $2,100. Delivery, revelation tone, slight disbelief in voice. like even Jack finds it surprising. That gap? That's your $10,000. Delivery, short, punchy, almost triumphant. Let audience connect the dots. So step 1 is simple. Find the leak. Delivery, action energy, confident. Find the leak. Direct command, not suggestion. Go back 30 days in your bank account and add up every non-essential expense. Takeout, subscriptions, convenience purchases, impulse buys, all of it. Delivery, instructional, clear. Each expense category listed with a brief pause. Make them count. Most people who do this are shocked. Not because they're irresponsible, but because small amounts feel invisible until you see them stacked together. Delivery, empathetic, no shame. Validate the shock. Slow down on stacked together. Visual moment. Step 2, separate your money before you can spend it. Delivery, new step, slight energy, lift, short and clean. Emphasize before you can spend it. This is the key mechanism. Open a second bank account, not linked to your debit card, not easy to access, just a separate account. You name it something like 10K goal. Delivery, step-by-step instruction, calm, practical, slight warmth on 10K goal. Make it feel personal and motivating. The moment your paycheck lands, transfer your savings amount first. Before bills, before spending, before anything. Delivery, each before hits like a drumbeat. Decisive, urgent. Before anything. Final emphasis, let it land. This is called paying yourself first, and it works because it removes the decision entirely. You don't choose to save. The system saves for you. Delivery, confident, almost revelatory. You don't choose to save. Pause. The system saves for you. That's a twist. Say you earn $3,000 a month. You decide your savings target is $850. The second your paycheck hits, $850 moves automatically to your goal account. Now you budget the remaining $2150 for everything else. Delivery, practical walkthrough, clear numbers, calm, logical. The second your paycheck hits, slight urgency. Does it feel tight at first? Yes. Does your brain adjust? Almost always. Delivery, honest, Q&A format. Ask and answer yourself. Direct, no sugarcoating, but genuinely reassuring. Here's what most people don't realize. Lifestyle adapts downward just as easily as it adapts upward. If you have $2150 to work with, you'll figure out how to live on $2150. Your brain is remarkably good at this when it has no choice. Delivery, build confidence. Matter of fact, slight emphasis on no choice. Frame it as a feature, not a bug. Step 3, kill your 3 biggest invisible costs: food, convenience, and subscriptions. Delivery, strong energy. Kill. Decisive word, intentional. Each category lands separately with a brief pause, bold and action forward. Food doesn't mean stop eating well. It means stop paying restaurant prices for meals you could make at home for a fraction of the cost. Delivery, non-judgmental, clarifying. Stop paying restaurant prices. Practical, not preachy. Even cutting takeout just 3 or 4 times a month can save $80 to $150 on average. Delivery, encouraging. Make the number feel easy to achieve. Slight upward tone on the savings figure. Convenience costs are the fees you pay to save time or effort. Delivery fees, premium memberships, buying something nearby instead of waiting. These feel small. They add up fast. Delivery, build pace through the list. They feel small. Pause. They add up fast. Contrast is the punch. Subscriptions are the sneakiest. Most people are paying for 3 to 5 services they barely use, a streaming platform they haven't opened in weeks, a fitness app they stopped using in February, a software tool that auto-renewed without a reminder. Delivery, dry humor energy. Audience will recognize themselves, slightly conspiratorial. Auto-renewed without a reminder. Add mild frustration. Cancel anything you don't actively use every week, not every month, every week. Delivery, firm. Repeat every week for emphasis, deliberate, no room for excuses. Short and decisive. Together, these 3 categories often hide $200 to $400 a month that can go straight toward your goal. Delivery, satisfying, reveal tone. Together opens with weight. Let the dollar range land. It's larger than expected. Step 4, build a mini reward system. Delivery, energy lift, slightly playful. This step is a relief after the cutting steps. Mini reward system, warm, inviting. Saving $10,000 takes 12 months. That's a long time to delay gratification with 0 feedback. Delivery, honest, slightly heavy. Don't rush this. Let the audience feel the challenge before the solution. Your brain needs wins along the way, not eventually. Now. Delivery. Sharp and urgent. Each sentence shorter and faster. Now. One word. Full stop. Biggest emphasis. So, divide the 10,000 into quarterly checkpoints. 2,500 after 3 months, 5,000 after 6, 7,500 after 9, and the full 10,000 by month 12. Delivery rhythmic. Each milestone lands with satisfaction. Build excitement as numbers grow. At each checkpoint, give yourself a small guilt-free reward, something meaningful but not expensive. A dinner out, a day trip, something that feels like a real celebration. Delivery, warm, genuine, guilt-free, reassuring emphasis. Real celebration, let the warmth come through. This isn't counterproductive, it's psychologically necessary. Delivery, confident, slightly academic but punchy. Psychologically necessary. Own it. No apology for rewarding yourself. Because the goal isn't just to save $10,000, it's to build the identity of someone who saves consistently. And that identity is built through small wins, not giant sacrifices. Delivery, slower, reflective. This is the emotional core of the video. Identity, emphasize it. Small wins, not giant sacrifices. Let it breathe. If you start today with 0 saved and move $833 per month into a high-yield savings account earning around 4 to 5% annually. Delivery, build up. This is the math reveal. Slow, deliberate, slight suspense building toward the result. By month 12, you'll have roughly $10,200 to $10,400. Delivery, satisfying payoff. Smile in the voice. Let the number land fully before moving. Slight upward inflection on the final number. The interest alone covers your coffee budget for a few months. Delivery, light, playful, brief moment of humor, slight smile in delivery, quick beat. But more importantly, you'll have built something you can't put a number on. The habit, the confidence, the proof that you can actually do this on a regular salary. Delivery, emotional build. The habit, the confidence, the proof. Each word lands separately. Regular salary. Validation for average earners. Because here's the truth most people don't like hearing. $10,000 isn't a rich person's number. It's a disciplined person's number. Delivery. Firm. Reframing energy. Rich person's number. Dismiss it. Disciplined person's number. Own it. Slight intensity. And discipline, it turns out, is just the result of a good system. Delivery. Calm. Conclusive. Slight pause around, it turns out, conversational. Let the simplicity of this idea land. So, here's your roadmap. First, find your invisible leaks and add them up. Second, automate your savings before you touch your paycheck. Delivery, summary energy, clear and instructional. Each step numbered and distinct, confident, steady pace. Third, eliminate the 3 biggest cost categories quietly draining your account. And fourth, set quarterly checkpoints with small rewards to keep yourself going for the full year. Delivery. Continue the summary rhythm. Quietly draining. Slight emphasis. End with warmth on the reward step. 12 months from now is coming, whether you save or not. Delivery. Slow, heavy, inevitable. Whether you save or not. Pause between the 2 options. Let the audience feel the weight of both paths. The only question is, what does your bank account look like when it gets here? Delivery. Direct. Quiet intensity, rhetorical, don't rush the answer, let it sit for a beat, slight downward inflection at end, serious, not cheesy. If this video helped you, make sure to hit subscribe. Delivery, warm, natural, not pushy, like a friend asking a small favor, genuine energy. And I want to know something. What's the number one thing you've caught yourself wasting money on, without even realizing it? Drop it in the comments. Because that answer might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Delivery, curious, warm, community energy. Drop it in the comments. Easy, casual ask, final line. Might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Genuine, connecting. Fade warmly,